Hello and welcome to this new video series. My name's Steve Woody. This is Star Citizen. We are in patch 3.23.1 and today we are going to be talking to you about the Mercenary missions. We are going to get started on a brand new account. If you followed my previous videos, I have shown you how to complete the tutorial. The tutorial took you from New Babbage to Port Tresla, where we reset our spawn location. We have purchased a multi-tool, a pistol, and a single med pen. In fact, if I show you right now within the game, let's just go ahead and stand up and go into the inventory. You can see here I have a standard pistol. I have 2 rounds of ammunition for it. I have a combi tool with a multi-tool with a tractor beam. I actually have 2 drinks that I purchased. And I have 1 med pen. 1 single med pen. I've got the armor that I spawned in with at the start of the tutorial. And I have the credits that I started with from the mission. So I started with 20,000 credits. I got 20,000 credits for doing a tutorial. I have right now 0 reputation. 0. No reputation at all. And so I guess what we need to talk about really, We've gone through the keybinds. You know how to set up all the keybinds. You've gone through how to purchase the game. You know how to do that. We've got a game package. You've gone through the tutorial. We've completed that. So now we're at the stage of, well, what do we do? Because it's not really a game yet. It's a simulator. But it's not even really that. It's kind of a tech demo right now. And it has been for the last 10 years. We're still in early access and we're in alpha right now. So there will be bugs. It will crash. Things will go wrong. So what's the purpose of being here? What are we going to do? Well, you can go ahead and buy any ship you want for real money, but there's no need because, as I mentioned in my previous video, you can earn pretty much every ship in game. So that's one of the outcomes here, is to be able to earn ships, earn money to buy ships. But the other thing is you want to build up reputation. Now you can of course do anything that you want to do within this game. It's up to you. There's no right or wrong. What you decide you want to do, it's up to you. It's a sandbox. But ultimately, if you were to ask me what is the purpose at the moment and where is the most enjoyment, it's grinding to earn money to buy bigger ships, and it's completing missions. That's kind of all there is really to do at the moment. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and from our fleet manager, we're going to grab the only ship we actually have. This is a brand new account. So we have our standard starter ship, which is now in Hangar 4. We have no extras on here. This is a live server. This is exactly how you can expect the game to be played. Well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to earn some money and some reputation. So the way we're going to do that is to start, we are going to go and do a bunker mission. We're going to do that from the Mercenary tab. So I can press F1 to open up my Mobiglass, go to contracts, and on the offers, I can look here on the left-hand side. So there's salvage missions. We're not going to do that at the moment. We could use a hand salvager. We're not going to bother. We'll wait until we get a ship for that. Investigation, we could do this. There's search missions. We could do this. There's research. We could also go and do this. Priority are kind of server-based events. Right now there is this one which is called Jump Town. There's also Xeno Threat. There's other server-wide events. We're not going to do that right now. There's racing that we could do. It could be a bounty hunter. Or we could be a delivery driver. Be a delivery driver, we first have to do our... this is kind of like an evaluation. So we'd have to do this first before we could open up more contracts. Same with the Mercenary tab. Now there's lots here, but some of these are timed. Now if they're timed, I'm going to ignore them. The reason for that is because you wouldn't normally have them available. They're not always going to be there. So I don't want to start with this in case you don't have it. We're going to take a call to arms. We always do this because you get 500 credits per outlaw that you deal with. Now, this doesn't include killing people during missions, so bear that in mind. But yes, please note, criminals encountered as part of a paid contract work do not qualify for the reward. So it will not count if we go ahead and take a mercenary contract and we take our 10k. Now, we've got 3 options here, ignoring the timed ones. We have clear claim jumpers. We're not going to do that. We have wildlife control. We're not going to do that. Or we have a security contractor evaluation. We're going to go and do this. It's a 10k mission. So we're going to accept this. All right. We're going to go ahead and track it. Okay. And we're good to go. So now we have our contract and it is being tracked. We have a pistol, which is important. As well as our pistol, we have one med pen, basic armor. You don't even need armor. In fact, I would argue that the armor is probably a waste of time. Even the med pen, you don't actually need it. So we're taking out with us a basic set of armor and a basic set of gear. Again, you don't need this. All you actually need is a pistol. That's it. Nothing else. Just an undersuit. In fact, I'll show you this so you can see it done this way. We'll take off all of our armor. We have an undersuit, a helmet. We have a pistol. And we have a 25 round clip and one med pen. That's it. We're not taking even our combi tool. We're not taking anything else with us. That's it. That's all we're taking. Just a pistol, a med pen, and one spare clip. That's it. All right. Let's go ahead and get into our ship, shall we? So I want to show you how to do this from the absolute basics. Because you are never going to need to buy armor. And you are never going to need to buy guns or ammunition. And it's really important that you understand that. So in these videos, I'm going to assume you understand the basics. You've watched my control video. You've watched my keybinds. You've watched all of the videos to get you to this place so you know what to do. So I'm going to assume you know the basics. So we're just going to go ahead and jump out. And we're going to fly down. Now, it is really important that you set a keybind for takeoff and landing. Because if you don't, you'll have to go into your Mobiglass. Once you're in your Mobiglass, you'll have to go to comms. From comms, you'll have to go to friends, and then you'll have to talk to Port Tresla to request takeoff and landing. You don't want to do that. That takes time. So go into your keybinds, into your options, press escape, options, keybinds, and set a keybind for takeoff and landing. That's what I've done. That way, when you're within 10 kilometers of a landing pad, you can request to land or to take off. All right, so this is it. This is a bunker, the 10k mission. We have to first arrive at the bunker. So making sure we're in nav quantum mode because it's the fastest way to travel, making sure that our speed is at 100%. We're going to use our boost and we're going to fly in as quickly as possible. Aiming pretty much directly at the bunker. We've got to get down below these clouds, making sure we don't crash into any mountains or anything. If visibility is difficult, just press F4. You'll get a better look. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We can see our altitude is 6,000 meters above the ground, so we're going to come through the clouds here. Kind of still aiming for that marker. The rain clouds, so you can see the rain on the screen. Alright, so coming down now. Again, press F4 if you need to. Get a bit of better visibility sometimes. We can get rid of that marker now. We don't need this. We'll switch to flight mode. Okay, pressing F4 again. You can see exactly what we're aiming for now. So it's sometimes better to be inside the cockpit because if someone locks onto you on a radar, you'll hear it. As you start to get closer, you might want to just move over into SCM mode. This way you'll have shields. You'll also slow yourself down. No one's locking onto us. There are a couple of players here. We can see the players there. There's a couple of black down on the floor. We can see that. And we're getting towards the bunker. Now, there are two types of bunkers. There's friendly and unfriendly. If it is a friendly bunker, in the top left, you'll notice there is just one icon. If it is an unfriendly bunker, when you get within 2.5 kilometers, you'll see a red exclamation mark. A red exclamation mark means the bunker will fire at you. There are turrets. The turrets will fire at you. So just bear that in mind. You will get blown up if you get too close to a bunker that is not friendly unless you take out the turrets first. All bunkers are pretty much the same. There's that circle on the left-hand side or the back side. And then you have a ramp on the other side. We're going to put our landing gear down. Slow us down to 30 meters a second. We're going to very nicely just land at the entrance here. The opposite side of that circle. We're going to land right close to the front. Okay, no one's going to come in and come out. There are little turrets there, as you can see. To the left. We're going to turn our engine off. Always turn your engine off. And we're going to get out of our ship. All right. Now, it says hostiles remaining, 8 out of 10. That means that the AI is in there fighting for us already. We're going to go and join them. So all bunkers are the same. You run in through a door. You take an elevator down. Because sometimes you'll have server desync, I do recommend when you get to the bottom of the elevator, you wait a few seconds. You need to make sure that the top right, whatever it tells you, updates with your objective. Right now it says hostiles remaining 7 of 10. That's good. We can grab our gun. Alright, and we're going to jump out. So we're looking for some bad guys to kill. That one's died. One there as well. Ooh, big guy there. Just going to hide from him for a minute. Only 4 left. Now, we don't have any armor on, so we don't want to get shot. So we're just going to play easy right now. We're going to look. There's the guy there. I think we killed him. Yep. Now, when there's only a few left, you'll start to see the eliminate target marks here. So we can see there's only a couple left. Now, we haven't even got any gear yet. You can see there's 2 guys here. They're not moving at the moment, which is good. That one's starting to move. Alright, so he's going to probably be coming round to us. We've only got 14 rounds left. Now, you can probably clear the bunker with this gun. But, if not, what you can do, very simple, you can just press I, take off your helmet, you don't need it anymore, and you can even take off your undergarments. You're now in a pair of shorts. I'm in a pair of shorts, and this guy's coming towards me now. He's about to come around his corner. There's one more guy who's about to come around the corner. Easy. Single shot. Right, we did it. Now, what we can do is press F on this guy. Go to the open inventory in the top right. Grab his undersuit, and we're going to drag it across and put it on us. And we are now fully geared with a gun on our back. Alright? We are fully geared with a gun on our back. There we go. Now, we are trespassing. We have to get out of here. But we want to gear up first. We want to get all this gear, look. These guys, they've got loads of stuff. So we check this security guy out. He doesn't really have much on him, to be fair. But there's another gun here. We could pick this up. This guy's probably not got much on him. There's another guy here. We'll click on this guy. He's got a med pen, so we can take the med pen. So we've now got 2 of those. All right, cool. Let's have a look what's over here. We've got 29 minutes. So we've got some time. Look at that. There's another gun here. This is great. This guy's got some armor here. Probably better than the armor we're wearing. So we can go ahead and we can take his magazines, take what he's got in his armor, take his med pen. He's got another med pen here. We can take that. So we've got all the med pens here. We've got that shotgun that we know we need it. We're wearing heavy armor. It does tell us item type is heavy armor. This guy also has heavy armor. These are medium legs, whereas these ones are also medium legs. That's fine. We're wearing, in terms of arms, we're wearing heavy arms. These are also heavy arms. So we can see it's pretty much the same gear set that he's got, that we've got. All right, so we don't need anything there. But we do want his gun, so we can pick his gun up. And press F to pick that up. There we go. And now we've got an LMG with all of the magazines to go with it. Now, it might be that you don't quite like the armor. I don't quite like this armor that he's wearing. It's not the best armor. So what I might want to do instead is I might want to take this armor off. To do that, very, very simple. All I need to do is just move everything off of it. So I would need to take everything off of here, and I would need to put it into the other armor. So what I can do is come back over to this guy, press F, go back to my open inventory, and now I can see this guy's core armor that he's got, and I can see my core armor that I've got. And what I might want to do is just move everything off of my belt into that guy's core armor. Yeah? You see what I'm doing here? So in doing this, I can put some stuff in my legs if I want to. And I can also drop one on the floor if I need to. And just drop it on the floor there. So my core armor now has nothing on it, right? So I can effectively just drop this on the floor. Like so. There you go. And now instead what I can do is I can pick this up. If I want to pick it up, I can. Because I've actually dropped the guns. So I could pick this back up. And if I want to equip it, I just left click and he'll put it back on. And look, he's got his guns on him, right? So I can just drop the guns on the floor because they were attached to the armor. And then I can drop the armor because I don't like that armor. Instead, I want this armor. So I come along now. I can open up the inventory and I can just drag his armor across and I'm now wearing his armor with all of the stuff that I put in it. I can put this back on. Now, if it's in my armor, I can't use it. I have to have it on my belt. So I have to drag it onto my belt. If it is not on my belt, I cannot use it. Okay, so very important that I do this. Server looks like it's struggling at the moment, so just bear with me. Okay, so there we go. Also with the pens, we've already got 4 pens, so that's fine. These are just spare pens. We'll just chuck these ones into our legs. So they're there. There's another magazine there. We can keep that for now. That's fine. And we can go ahead and pick our guns back up. So I prefer this armor. It's easier to see with. The other one had that kind of bit at the top that I didn't like. All right. So I can check this guy out here. This guy's got a couple of magazines. I can take those magazines if I want to. I can take this pen here, this med pen. I can put that into my core armor if I need to. All right. There's another gun there if I want it. So I can actually pick this up. I've now got 3 guns. If you look, I've got my 2 guns on my back and I've got 1 gun on me. So I've got 3 guns. Now the problem is, if I was to pick something up, I would drop the gun I'm holding because I can't store it on my back. So what I'm going to do is run up to the up to here. I'm going to take this gun and I'm going to drop it on the floor on the elevator here. There we go. Now there's nobody in here. I've got 25 minutes to leave. It told me on the timer there before I'm trespassing. So you've got a little bit of time here. You can come, you can loot, you can check everything out, look around. There's not really too much here, so you don't really want to spend too much time here. But all of these guys with the armor on, we're going to pick up all of their stuff. As you can see there, we've picked up loads of ammunition. So we've got loads of ammunition now. We've got a rifle, an LMG, and a shotgun. We've got a pistol. We've got loads of meds. Again, you are never going to need to worry about running out of ammunition, guns, or anything else like that. It's just never going to happen. So we have everything we could possibly need. No one's going to spawn in here. We're absolutely fine. We've got half an hour. So we've done everything. We've looted everything. We're happy. We're not going to bother with anything else. And you could. You could pick up these guns. You could go and sell them. There's lots of stuff you could do. It's just, there's no real need. There's also loot crates here. These red crates are like loot crates. You can sometimes loot them. Sometimes they don't work. But we're done. We're done. We've done everything we need to do here. So let's go. So with 0 to hero, we're going to pick up the extra gun that we have here. Now sometimes it doesn't work, so you'll have to pick up a gun. And then once you've got one, you can pick up another one. Alright, then we're going to go to surface level. So again, you can see I've got 1 in my hand, 2 on my back. We've got a scope on the AR rifle. We've got a 75 round LMG with 150 rounds spare. We've got all the med pens we could possibly need. We've got heavy armor on. We're really strong. So now we're going to go and get back in our ship. I'm going to jump up here. And what we're going to do is we're going to press I. I'm going to rotate around at the moment so we can actually see, because sometimes it's a little bit funny. And we're going to take this PR rifle and we're going to put it into our ship, into our vehicle. This PR rifle is going to go into our vehicle. Okay, perfect. Now alongside this, what we're going to do is we're going to take off all of these PR ammunitions. These are on our belt right now. We're going to take them off. We're going to put them in here. And the reason we're going to do that is because we can't really use them at the moment. We've got a few extra things there, but that's fine. We've got all of our med pens. We've got everything we need. We'll keep a couple of spare med pens in the vehicle. So we've got a gun. We could even go back in and get a few more guns if we wanted to. And we're not going to. We could. What we're going to do is just jump in the seat and we're going to leave. And you might think, but what a waste. We've left loads of armor. We've left loads of guns. It's fine. We've now got the exclamation mark in the top left-hand corner, which means if we don't leave, we're going to get shot. We had a 30-minute timer, remember? And we don't want those turrets to start on us, so we're going to take off and leave. And we're done. We got 10k for finishing that mission. We managed to kill the 10 guys. We've got a full set of armor. And we have guns and meds. We're now ready to go to a bigger and a better bunker. We've left the private property. And that's it. That is the 10k mission complete. And again, you don't need to do anything else at this stage. You don't need to loot. You don't need to worry about taking a SCU box down there and filling it up and dragging it around. You simply just don't need to waste your time. You go in, you gear up so you've got everything on your person, and then you leave. That is a 10k bunker mission. That is all you need to do. That's it. So that mission is now successfully completed. I go ahead and press F1. I check out my reputation. You'll see now, for Microtech, we have completed the applicant stage. We are now a security trainee. That means we have completed the first mission, and we now have reputation. Also, with the Civilian Defense Force, for emergency support, we are an applicant here. So by completing that mission, we have reputation in both of these areas for the CDF and Microtech. Now, in order to continue to get reputation, we have to keep doing missions. So if we go back to our contracts tab, to our offers, and we go back to our mercenary tab, we are now going to see we have additional missions from MT Protection Services. We still have our wildlife population adjustment, which we can do. We're going to ignore any timed missions. We also have this one from MT Protection Services. So we have wildlife control and wildlife population adjustment. And we'll continue with this reputation in the next video.